One of the major reasons for me wanting to renovate this house was it was bloody cold. There was no insulation in the walls, there was very little in the roof, and we just couldn't face another winter. What we did was almost a total renovation of the house. In hindsight, we probably would have been better off rebuilding, but we removed all of the plumbing, all the electrics, all of the internal walls. There was basically the roof, there was basically just brickwork and a floor left. And Peter rebuilt it from there up. We didn't really have a budget. He made it very clear at the outset that with a renovation job like this, you really never know what you're getting into until you sort of peel back the layers. So we had fixed amounts for things that could be easily quantified, and then the rest of it we just paid on his time and materials. I have no hesitation in recommending Peter. He's the most unflappable guy. We had all sorts of situations and nothing fazed him. He was scrupulously honest. Yeah, you just couldn't fault him. Right?
One of the best thing working with Peter is that it doesn't matter if the time is tough or easy, and he's always pleasant. His temperament and his nature, just a very helpful, kind person that I really enjoy working with him. And sometimes I think when things go tough and people will get quite short, but he never does. So that's really quite nice.
I guess on any construction job, there's always three factors. There's quality, program and budget, and we made it very clear to Peter at the outset that the thing that we were most interested in was quality, and he really took that on board. And the attention to detail and the quality of his workmanship is outstanding. We have very high standards, and he exceeded those standards. The other thing that was very good about Peter was the respect he had for other tradesmen's work. A lot of tradesmen will come in here and their piece of work is the most important, and everything else just gets pushed aside. And we had several instances of that, but Peter would always be mindful of what other tradesmen had done, and to the extent that he would put down pieces of cardboard over doorways so that they wouldn't get that dirty. That sort of detail we really appreciated. He was always mindful that it was somebody's house that he was working on, not just a construction project.
He built the retaining wall, and actually was a little bit involved in giving us advice of what he thought was the best way of doing it. And but it is, bottom line, it's still our decision. So, but Peter was very always try to make us think if there's a better way of doing it. And so, we're very happy with the results.
We should make mention of Dave because he's very much following in his father's footsteps, I think. And he, at one point, Peter made it clear at the start of the job that he had to go away for a week at one point, and I've got to admit I was a little bit nervous, but Dave really stepped up, and he's probably a bit quieter than Peter, but he's confident and he took control of things. And, yeah.